Boogie, drop that beat.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Talking Out Loud with Miss Talkative. Everything I say is my own opinion, alleged, and strictly entertainment purposes. Remember, I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you think. I would like to speak on Destiny Payton from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Yesterday, she put up a post, and it seems like she's really in her feelings, feeling down, feeling sad, and things of that nature. She goes on to say, this is for everyone who's been through tough times, been doubted, lied on, mistreated, misunderstood, abused, used, hurt, angry, and downright tired. Sometimes you get knocked down, sometimes you gotta lose to win, but God, you are still standing. So keep going. God sees you and knows his plans for you, even when you can't see through the darkness. Remember, you can't see the light without the darkness, so shine bright. We got this. She goes on. She put on a bunch of hashtags and still standing. Madonna reignite. Madani reignite. She goes on to thank people. Letitia, Stormy, Maurice. And my initial thought is, people tried to warn Destiny. And she came from out of nowhere, hating on Mel. She didn't even know what the beef was with her and Mel. She got upset because they were not speaking. And it wasn't that they were mad at each other. Mel stated she needed a break. It was discovered that Mel did actually text her and try to check on her, but she tried to make it seem like Mel wasn't a good friend. And just because Mel mentioned that she gave her $6,000, that's not enough to fall out for. If someone is my friend, I'm not going to get upset because they try to help me. You want help, but then you get mad when people try to help you. I don't understand. And you're referencing that people can't do it alone. You're right. It does. It takes a village. And you've begged to be Mel's village on the show. And Mel told you she was good. But she also told you if you ever needed her, she got you. And she did. When she gave you that money to help you with your lawyer fees, your bills, or whatnot, that's having you. That's having a village. She tried to be there for you. But what did you do? You turned around and started talking about her with Letitia, somebody that you know that they are not in a good place right now. But instead of you talking to your friend or allowing your friend to have her moment because she was going through something, and it's okay for you to go through something, but it's not okay for your friend to go through something. What type of mess is that? What type of friend are you? How dare you? So when Mel stated that y'all are no longer friends, but you know she want to be able to be amicable, be in a room with you, where y'all can be cordial. I think that's very, very adulthood. And even if you can't be friends, you should be able to speak. Y'all were once really good friends, calling each other baby mama, things of that nature. And you went from that to up on that stage on the reunion stating that you're going to spill all her secrets. You know where the bodies are buried. You were with Martell hacking her phone, running information, messages, everything she said. You running back telling Martell. And I didn't understand for the life of me why you would do something like that, because basically y'all are in the same boat. She divorced Martell, you divorced LeBerick. And you have yet to state what went on in your life, and now people are like, you know what, I'm over it, I don't even care anymore. Because if she don't want to speak, then just leave us alone, just leave the show. And so you get mad when people are like, forget it. I don't want to know anymore. I'm over it. I'm over her. Because you became this mean girl. It wasn't that you were so broken up about it or you were so hurt that you just couldn't talk about it. You couldn't bear to talk about it. You're on a reality show and you did not show anything, but instead you wanted to kick somebody that was already down, Melody, and kick her down some more. And you should, of all people, understand what she's going through. But instead, you wanted to big yourself up because you didn't understand how she's bouncing back. How she's bouncing back and you're not. And I'm like, why don't you ask her? She tried to show you. But instead of listening, learning, and just being a friend, and maybe she would have helped you to also bounce back after your divorce, what you chose to do was hook up with the ops. And you felt as though that with all of y'all ganging up on her, that she was going to go down even quicker. But instead, she's rising that much higher. And so you should not be mad at anybody but yourself. Even after the reunion, Carlos and Dustin, they were speaking, and they were speaking about you. People tried to let you know what they were saying, and I know you watched it. I know you watched it because you can't resist. When Dustin said that you need to get off the ground and you show it on camera, everything that you're talking about, you're sharing your life on the ground, but you don't have anything to speak about on the show. You should have took that word of encouragement, but instead you went and did the opposite. You got on people platforms for I thought it was supposed to have been for exposure, but you used it to down another woman. You used it to talk about Melody, talk about her car, how you had to help her, and how you had to um uh how she wasn't able to bounce back so quick. You talked about her house being rented. You were going full fledged downgrading for this woman, but yet you didn't realize that you're spiraling on a downward cycle as you speak. The more you opened your mouth and spoke about Melody, the more you were downing, you were spiraling downward. Everything that you were trying to do was crumbling because you were going about helping yourself in the wrong way. That wasn't helping yourself. You was when these people gave you this the access to their platform for you to showcase you didn't realize that that was one last time for you to say, that's not me. I was just I was just hurt. I was upset. And when you said on the reunion that you're going to do better, you should have done that. And I'm sorry, you should have done that. And you should have started with the platforms. But instead, you wanted to argue with Anthony Lofties or hit act the act the fool. And you liked the interview because you reposted it or shared it or something. But then I don't know if someone told you that wasn't good, or if you looked at it and you was like, wait a minute, what happened here? And you see, and you probably watched the replay, seeing yourself and seeing what you was doing. You got the baby there, the baby beating you up and things of that nature. And it was just a overall bad interview on your part because you didn't take it serious. And you thought because he's not a huge platform at the time, because now look at him, he's growing every day, getting good interviews and everything, and you wasted your chance with him to tell your truth, and instead you wanted to lie on someone else. Their reunion was over. Y'all were getting ready to film a new season. You hadn't been let go or anything. So you still had a chance to make it right, to do something, to show something. But instead you still was on the mean girl trip. And you were using the people platforms not for self. You thought you were hurting someone else, but you were really hurting yourself, because this woman is good. The very woman that you were trying to sabotage, by going on other people's platforms, saying that her house was rented and this, that, and the third, talking about her, is the very same woman that you failed to realize that helped you in a time of need. And all you can say is, well, I didn't ask her. But that's just what friends are for. You shouldn't have to beg. If someone is your friend and they see that you're in a need, they shouldn't have to make you come to them. Some people, they feel as though, that's a little embarrassing or whatever. She saved you the trouble. She gave you the money. And she didn't say, well, use this for this, do this for that, and I need my money back by next month. She gave you the money. And until you started saying she wasn't a good friend, that no one would have ever known about it had you not thought about it. Each time you got ready to say, open your mouth, crack your lips to say she's not a good friend, you should have thought about, this woman gave me $6,000 when I needed it, whether I needed it or not. And this woman has been there for me. Can I go to anybody else on this cast and say I need $6,000, $2,000, $500, and they hand it right over? They may hand it over, but they need their money back by Monday. So you did yourself a disservice, and you just kept being a mean girl. And I feel as though you have no one to blame but yourself. You were on a platform, the number one show on Oprah Winfrey Network. And I don't know if you're on the show still or not on the show still, but it doesn't matter. You've put your name out there. You've had access. You've had exposure. You still can do some good for yourself. You just have to stop trying to sabotage other people, because what's for them is still coming for them. Whether you throw dirt on their name or not, it's still, whatever is for them is still coming for them. You need to work on self. You need to, instead of you running to the platform, these people platform, trying to kick somebody else down or run their name in the mud, talk about how much of a liar they are and this, that, and the third. You should have been, you have your real estate license. You should have been trying to find a house that you can buy, that you can afford. And when Carlos started talking about, if you're not willing to show your reality, get off the show, you should have made up your mind right then. You should have said, okay, wait a minute, I need this platform. At least I'm getting a check. And I can do this check allows me to do A, B, and C. So you know what? Me and LeBaric, I'm going to have to show something. Because what I can't do is what I continue to do. Because it's not working. Even if you and Mel are not cool anymore, you still could have made amends with yourself to do better. That's the person that you owe. You owe yourself, and you owe your son. But instead, you wanted to be this mean girl, and now you want to portray yourself as the victim. I really can't see myself feeling sorry for you, because people tried to warn you. And now the people that you are smiling up in their face and trying to talk about Mel with and trying to team up against Mel, they just stole your spot on the show. They have stole your spot on the show. All because you want to be a mean girl. And you didn't realize that you were setting yourself up for failure. And now you want to start these little speeches and everything about people can't do it alone and this, that, and the third. And it's just giving off about, it's sad. But hopefully, if you still are on the show, you do the right thing with it. You have a platform, and the only one I see using the platform for good is Melody. Everybody else running around being snakes and trying to sabotage. And if you put that much energy into sabotaging somebody else and it ain't working, imagine what you can do if you put that energy into self. It's just my opinion. I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you think.